We have a ton of viable outfield options, whether it be Starling Marte, the everyday center fielder, Brian Reynolds, who has to be in the lineup either in left, right, or even center every single day. Corey Dickerson, the 300 hitter Gold Glover, you know, and then getting in Gregor Polanco and Melky Cabrera. We have a lot of viable options, five outfielders who all deserve to be starters. So it's tough to mix and match. Tonight we're going to go with same lineup as yesterday's. The Pirates scored 11 runs with Dickerson, Marte, and Reynolds left to right. But in general, Reynolds is going to be switching between left and right, and it's going to be Dickey and Polanco. Getting Melky consistent at-bats is going to be hard. It's going to have to happen on days, let's say, where Brian Reynolds plays center field, right? And you want to give Dickerson and Polanco the day off, so you go with Melky there. But it will definitely be tough. Our last question I'm going to take today is from John. When will the hurting stop? Good question, John. I want the hurting to stop right now, and I think it's going to stop this weekend as the Pirates have two more games with Miami, and then we have two games with the Tigers this week, followed by a weekend set with the Padres. I mean, we very well could win these next two games, win two of the games in Detroit, get on a 5-game winning streak, and who knows, we could sweep the Padres. I see more 2 of 3 being more realistic, but we should be getting hot soon. So this Pirates team, if you want to see them win, watch them this week. In the future, I don't know, but definitely I think the hurting should stop this week as the Pirates have a pretty easy schedule coming up for the rest of this series, and definitely the Tigers series. Padres will be a little bit tougher, but we definitely should be beating up on the Detroit Tigers and the Miami Marlins. The Pittsburgh Pirates have already signed a bunch of their 2019 draft picks. However, last night the team signed another one of their top selections and another pick. The big piece for the Pittsburgh Pirates 2019 draft class was number 18 overall pick, Quinn Priester. Priester, a right-handed pitcher, quickly signed with the team. They actually struck a deal on Monday night, just a week after he was taken by the team. Since then, the team has signed many of their picks from the top 10 rounds, including both their second-round pick, number 57, and their competitive balance B pick, number 72 overall. The second pick the team had was the number 37 overall pick, granted to them for their failure to sign 2018 draft pick Gunnar Hoglund. This pick came during the competitive balance A round. This year, the Pirates used the pick once again on a prep player, although this time an outfielder. The Bucks made Philadelphia native Sammy Siani their second pick of the draft. Siani is an athletic outfielder who is better known for his bat than his fielding. He stands at 5'11" and weighs 175 pounds, and is a left-handed hitting batter and thrower. Siani is the first prep outfielder the team has taken inside the 50 picks since Austin Meadows in 2013. Here's a scouting report from MLB Pipeline on the Philadelphia native. Quote, Siani's standout tool is his left-handed bat. The outfielder has an outstanding and smooth swing and showed the ability to make consistent contact against some of the better prep arms in the country. He's hit over power with a good approach to the plate, but some might be light on his power because of his smallish frame. End quote. Last night, the Pittsburgh Pirates announced that they agreed to terms with Siani. With that being said, the outfielder will forego his commitment to Duke University. According to Jim Callis, the Bucks and Siani agreed to an above-slot deal. The pick at number 37 had a slot value of $1,999,300, and Siani is getting a bonus of $2,150,000. This is about $150,000 above slot, which takes up a large chunk of the $400,000 in savings they had saved up. Still, it is obviously worth it with the Bucks getting a high upside outfielder. The Pittsburgh Pirates also agreed to terms with their 5th-round pick, Grant Ford. Ford is an upside right-handed relief pitcher coming from the University of Nevada. Ford features a mid-90s fastball and a plus slider. Ford signed a few days ago, but his bonus amount took some time to come out. On the MLB Draft Tracker, it appears that Ford got a bonus of $422,500. This was an overslot deal with the 154th pick, carrying a value of $343,400, which is a good $90,000 over. The Bucks must really like what they have in both Siani and Ford for them both to get overslot deals. It was somewhat to be expected with Siani being a prep player with a commitment to a prestigious university in Duke, but the Bucks were able to offer enough to convince him to sign. Hopefully, these two are able to get off to good starts this summer. All right, we're going to take a listen to, I had a conversation with Pirates 14th round selection, Aaron Shackelford, shortstop from the Masters University, and we're going to take a listen to my conversation I had with him. This was back on June the 6th, so if some questions seem outdated, it may be because of that. But let's take a listen to my conversation with Aaron Shackelford.
By the Pittsburgh Pirates. I was really thankful initially. Just that the whole process was kind of over. It's kind of stressful. Some people tell you certain things. They tell you you're going to go on Tuesday, and then we watched the whole draft on Tuesday and didn't hear my name. And so, like, just the fact that it was over and, like, I have a team and, like, it was so exciting, and I was really thankful. That was my initial thought.
And you mentioned you said you watched the whole draft on day 2. Heading into day 3, were you still watching with your family, and how did you find out that you were drafted?
Yeah, so I talked to Rick, who's a Pirate scout, earlier in the day, like before day 3 even started. And he was like, hey, we're going to get you today. So just let me know, and I'll keep you posted. And, like, he came through. So that was super encouraging. Just the fact that a lot of guys tell you things and then don't follow through, but he called me, told me what was going to happen, and it actually happened. So that was super cool.
You mentioned you're headed to a Pirates workout right now. Just to sort of go off of that, has the signing procedure began, and what has that been like, if so?
No, it hasn't really begun. I fly out to Pittsburgh on Tuesday, and then I go to Florida, Bradenton, Florida, and then me and my wife will drive. So she's driving from California to Florida, meeting me in Florida, then we're driving from Florida to Virginia to start season on June 18th.
It's a lot of driving. Can you explain to our listeners just the type of player that you are and what you believe you can bring to Pittsburgh one day?
I believe I'm the hardest worker in the room. I believe that I'm a grinder and I'm very disciplined and determined. Just from like a baseball standpoint, I believe I have a great offensive bat. Like I can hit for power, hit for average. Defensively, I have some work to do, and offensively, I mean, there's always work to be done, but like I'm determined and ready to make adjustments and do what I can to advance in the organization.
Yeah, and speaking on that defense note, you're listed as a shortstop, but the Pirates do value versatility and have moved players around countless times as they move their way through the system. Is there any other positions you feel comfortable playing?
Yeah, so I don't think I'm necessarily a shortstop at the next level. I kind of played shortstop in college because we didn't really have anyone else. And I mean, I'm totally able to play shortstop and I'm willing to continue to get better, but I just know there are guys that are better than me at that position at this point in time. So, I mean, I played second and third in high school. I played right field as a freshman in college. I played left field, center in summer ball. So I've played everywhere, and that's what I'm going in as, more of a utility guy than more just shortstop guy.
Yeah, and just looking at that high school record again, you said you played second and third base, and not even any shortstop at the high school level. Sort of that transition to the shortstop, what was that like, and how comfortable and how fast do you think you can learn those new types of positions as you head into the Pirates organization?
Yeah, so my sophomore year of college was the first time I've ever played shortstop. So it was like, even when I was little, like in middle school, I always played second, always played third. So it was a big adjustment, but I mean, Monty Brooks, who is our coach, is one of the best defensive coaches around. So it was a quick process and a be made, but I felt like I did well, and I still feel like I'm learning the position now, but getting better every day. But with the other positions, second base comes more naturally to me, so that's going to be an easier transition for me. And then outfield was a different transition. I feel like I'm athletic enough to do any position above average, so I'm excited to play multiple positions.
And doing a quick read-up, I saw that you mentioned you have a Christ-centered life. Several Pirates, including guys like Trevor Williams, Colin Moran, Corey Dickerson, most notably manager Clint Hurdle, are outward about their faith in life and in baseball. What role does faith play for you, and how does that translate to the field?
I'm really glad you asked me that. So, I mean, I wouldn't be in the spot that I am without the Lord and His impact in my life. I wouldn't have met my wife. I wouldn't have gone to Masters. I think my faith has allowed me to be the player I am because I don't consider baseball as number one in my life. Like, I use baseball as a way to worship God through my hard work and through serving my teammates and being an encouragement to them. It's more of an opportunity to make Christ known through baseball rather than, like, I just want to be the best baseball player in the world. Like, I want the fame and success and the money. Like, that's not what it's about for me at all. This opportunity to play professional baseball is just another part, another place in my life that I get to minister to guys for the Lord. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And just going back to where you were selected in the draft, carrying no national rankings, 14th round selection. So the odds, I mean, obviously are stacked against you, but what do you believe makes you different and will one day get you to Pittsburgh?
Well, I mean, the odds have kind of been stacked against me my entire life. I was unrecruited out of high school. Like, Masters was the only school that recruited me. And that was partly because my brother goes there, or my brother had gone there. I had two older brothers that went to school, so, like, I was completely unrecruited. And that kind of has put, I don't want to say chip on my shoulder, but, like, has motivated me to be better every day and to grind, which I don't think some other guys have that drive that I have, just because I feel like I have been slighted in some ways in the past. So I'm excited to just get after it and go hard every day, because I know that nothing is just handed.
For sure. And who would you say you model your game off of in the majors today?
I get that question a lot, but there's no one guy that I'm like, I want to play exactly like him. Like, I look at Mike Trout swing, and I'm like, I want to swing just like that. So, like, more like his approach to the game and how he swings the bat. Like, I try and emulate his swing, but, like, I'll never achieve what he's achieved. You know, like, he's the greatest, like, could be the greatest player we've ever seen. So, like, I try and emulate guys' swings, but I don't really try and model my game after someone identically.
And last question here, do you have an early favorite Pittsburgh Pirate right now?
I like Cervelli, but no, I mean, I've been watching highlights. I like Josh Bell. Like, that dude rakes. And he rakes from both sides of the plate, which is super cool. But yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, Josh Bell can continue his MVP bid here in 2019, and your season gets off on a good note to enter into the Pirates organization. So just wanted to give a huge thank you to you for coming on the show here, and good luck to you as you make your way through the Pirate system, and hopefully we'll be playing at PNC Park one day here in Pittsburgh.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good day.
You too.
And that was my conversation with the Pirates' 14th round selection out of the Masters University. Shortstop Aaron Shackelford was a great guy to talk to. Really hope that he can make his way through the system.